Well, today on the workbench we have here is a 1959 Philco Safari TV. This was the first truly portable battery-operated transistorized television to make it out on the market. This has only 3 tubes in it, everything else is transistors. The thing about this TV that is hard to really understand just by viewing the video is the size of this thing. Seeing it on camera, you might think it's, 10 inches tall or something. But this thing it's huge. I mean, it's really massive in its size in comparison to what most portable TVs are. But anyways, this just came in the mail. Came off of eBay. I'm going to hook it up to the Sengor PR57 and we're going to see what this thing does. So join me here in a minute. We'll run some power to it. All right, we're all connected. So let's see what happens. Well, instantly we got some static. See if the CRT lights up. Oh, and it is. And there we go. It's not a completely full raster. I got kind of a half raster. But it is lighting up. Let's see. Here, can we adjust? Oh, that's that. Well, it does work. Not completely full deflection, but it is working. Now, the thing that's really interesting about this is that as you back up, the image gets bigger and bigger, as you can see. Like as I'm saying back here, this almost fills up the whole screen. But when you get right up close, if you look inside, the CRT is teeny. It's like, don't quote me, but it's like 1.5 or 2-inch CRT. It's a teeny little thing. So, anyways, yeah, that's real interesting. So I haven't done any work to this, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it off, and before I let this run any longer. But this video will probably just be a quick look over of this television, and maybe in the future we'll take it apart and we'll do some restoration work on it. So the power up was successful, but it clearly has a few issues. We had not a completely full raster. Part of the deflection wasn't right. Now it didn't appear as we were getting static, so the tuner wasn't working right, or it's dirty. And just off of that, there's a couple of problems, and I didn't go any deeper than that. So it's going to need some work, but it's encouraging to see that at least we're getting some raster. We're getting the CRT to light up. That's encouraging. I could have bought one of these. There's been a few of them that have been up for sale that were just completely non-functional, and that's okay. But I kind of like to buy them at this state where at least I can see that the basics of the television is there and it's something I can work from, where at least you don't have to worry about is the CRT burnt out, is on other TVs is the flyback bad and things like that. So this is how I like to start my restorations if possible. If not, you work with what you get, but this is how I normally like to start my restorations. So I looked at a lot of these for sale, and they do show up pretty often. Now, this is missing one thing that I really wanted, and they have a cover that comes up here, and it's a cover, it says Philco, and you can lift it up and it goes like this. That cover is almost always missing. So when you see one of these sets, that cover is missing. Now, I have seen a couple show up lately that had the cover, but at the time when they were available wasn't the right time for me. I don't think the set, well, at least one of them wasn't working. So, you know, this came up, the price was right, and I decided to jump on it. So, unfortunately, it does not have that cover. Now, aside from that, the rest of this TV is in really nice condition, especially for being a 1959. The chrome and bright work is still pretty nice. There is one little nick right here in the plastic or bakelite here, but since this is just black, I could repair that pretty easily. We have the knobs here on the side, and they're still here, one little nick in the leather. Now this is actual leather case. And on this side, let me see if I can move this. Now we have vertical, horizontal, and brightness. Now down here, this is your battery hours here. Now this, I'm told, isn't connected to anything. So this is just on you to keep track of how much you've used your battery to know approximately how much battery life you have left while you're using it. So it's kind of interesting. Then around back, we have the looks like the headphones, and then the power input, and then you can see this is a leather piece that folds up over the back. And then on the bottom, I'll show you in a minute, is where the batteries would go. And underneath here is the batteries. You take a coin, you turn this lid, and then you can change out the batteries. That's about it. The one thing that's kind of interesting about this, so this is the stand, and you can actually tilt the TV. The angle of the TV will tilt with the stand. That's really nice. It's just a really nice television. These show up on eBay all the time. It seems like everyone had one, saved one. If it's something you're interested in, you should be able to find one, and they're not that expensive. All right, that's a quick look at this 1959 Philco Safari television. When I get a few more of these projects finished, I'll probably revisit this and take it apart and go through and change the capacitors and check all the resistors and stuff like that. But until next time, hope you guys take care, and thank you for watching.